What's up, guys? Draft Daddy here. Gonna go over January 30th slate for FanDuel. We got 8 games a day, so we got 16 teams playing. Not too many games, not too little games. It's a good amount in my opinion. Not too many injuries, not too much big news, but let's get right into it. So at point guard, at the top, pretty much the biggest news of the day: Kyrie Irving out. So it's interesting because we're used to seeing Terry Rozier priced at like 4,000 in this situation, so he's like a lock, he's like 100% owned everywhere, etc., etc. I'm almost positive that's not going to be the case today. I think it's going to be a little bit lower ownership, maybe like 60% ownership. And it's just that little price hike, it makes people uneasy. Like, oh, well, I'm not, he was priced at 4,000 yesterday. I can't play him at 6,500. And that's fine, but you saw last game without Kyrie, he dropped a 40 bomb. So 40 points is a lot, even more than what his price is. So it's a good play, there's nothing wrong with it. A top play in my eyes, even though the price is up. One of the options I'm looking at. But sorry, let me start at the top. Lillard, no, not playing him. Kemba Walker, not playing him. Mike Conley, I'm not playing him. De'Aaron Fox right here, this is the highest I see myself going. I'm pretty interested in this play. I like this matchup and pace the most out of any game on the whole slate. Sacramento plays at a ridiculously high pace. Atlanta also plays at a high pace, and they're horrible. So it's like a double whammy. It's that game's gonna be gold. So I love De'Aaron Fox. I'm considering him highly. Trae Young is next on my list, considering him highly. Jamal Murray's out tonight, and we'll get into that later. But there's no backup point guards that we're plugging in. But he's out. Keep that in mind. Rozier, already talked about him. And Collison is a decent option. I'd rather just go Rozier. And that leads us to our next set of news. So, Derrick Rose is questionable. Jeff Teague is out. Alfred Payton out. So, what we want to do with the Derrick Rose news, we want to go down here to Bayless. And he's firmly in play if Rose gets announced out. He's still in play regardless, but I do think he's, I don't think he's going to go light the world on fire. He's got a tough matchup, and they run that offense, Cat. They run it through Towns, not him, so I think it's going to be tough for him to get points. And then with the Payton news, Alfred Payton news, that's going to lead us all the way down here to Frank Jackson and Tim Frazier. So clients, last night we had Frazier. We were debating on Frazier Jackson. Made a last minute switch to Frazier. Paid off big. Lineup crushed. Partly because of him, because of this guy. So Alfred Payton out leads these guys alone in the backcourt. Jackson started, which is very appealing and would, in theory, it make you want him to pick him. But Frazier outscored him, he played less minutes, still outscored him, which is pretty, it leaves me pretty torn. I'm not sure who I want to play yet, if I'm going to play him at all. But either way, these are two other options that I'm firmly looking at. So, I have a player pool of like 6 point guards. I got these two, Trae Young, Bayless if Derrick Rose is out, and then the 2 Pelicans guys. The problem is the Pelican guys are super cheap, and they seem to be good plays, but the problem is you don't need super cheap plays today because there's no Harden to pay up for. There's no Anthony Davis to pay up for. So, that only makes sense when you need to pay for $13,000 James Harden, so you're stuck playing Frank Jackson and Tim Frazier for the minimum because you're getting those 70 points from Harden. But today that's not the case. I don't think anyone will even score 60 fantasy points. I wouldn't be surprised. So every slate's different, and that would be a reason I'm not playing the cheap Pelican guys, is because we don't need the value. Anyways, back to the show. Shooting guard, Doncic, love it. Love it, love it, love it. The Knicks are bad. For some reason, all these players they love playing at Madison Square Garden, and they're just super into it, They love to play extra hard. And this guy is a stud, dude. He's an all-star. I don't care what anybody says. He's an absolute machine. Puts a team on his back. 60 bomb, 58 bomb, 37 bomb, 50 bomb, 30 bomb, 47 bomb. Dude, I'm hoping for 40 fantasy points out of him, and I feel pretty confident that he's going to get it, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at more. I really don't need to get into the details, like the Knicks are literally bottom 3 in the record in the whole league. Obviously, they cannot stop anybody. Who scores Dallas's points every game? Doncic. Who does the offense run through? Doncic. All right, simple as that. Smash play. Drew Holiday, another beast play. Used him last night. Another 50 burger. I don't see how that changes tonight. I think he's a lock. He's a lockopotamus. Love him. Gonna play him. If I don't play one of these guys, it's going to be Doncic. I'm not going to play Doncic, and it's because I'm switching down. First of all, Buddy Hield, Bogdanovich, great plays. But it's because I'm going to go down here to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's, we've been plugging him in when Kyrie's out, and his price didn't come up, and he's pretty reliable for like 20 minutes when Kyrie's out with a ceiling of 40. So he can basically score what Doncic scores at almost half the price. You know what I'm saying? He's a really strong play, and that's the main reason I wouldn't play Doncic. I'm gonna just keep straight with you guys. Those are the 3 players I'm looking at, or 5 if you want to add in the king guys. I'm looking at Doncic. I'm looking at Drew Holiday. I'm looking at Jaylen Brown. I'm looking at the king guys. Why? Why am I only looking? Because I like money, and that's how you're gonna win tonight by playing those guys. I promise you. Porter, not for me. Richardson, good play. Barton, really good play. I tried to bet on the highest scoring small forward. Winslow, good play. Bogdanovich, good play. Harrison Barnes, good play. Gordon Hayward, decent play. Gary Harris, good play. So, see, this isn't my street card. I don't feel like strong show. This isn't a strong position, and any of these guys can go off. So it's very viable. You came down here. Obviously, Miller for sure, and one of my squads for sure. New Orleans just has too many bodies out. Anthony Davis out, Julius Randle out, Mirko Miricic out, Alfred Payton out. That's just so much. He played 40 yesterday. Etuan Moore's out too. So he played 40 minutes last night, and I'd be surprised if he does it again. So those are the guys: Barton, Winslow, Bogdanovich, Barnes, Hayward, Bembry maybe, Layman. That's about it. Solomon Hill. That's about it. Power forward. Interesting position. John Collins, probably going to be the highest scoring one. I will not be playing him though. Not a good play in my eyes with all the other elite plays at other positions that we want to spend money on, like shooting guard and center. So I'm trying to save money here. Jason Tatum, great play. I don't think I'll get up to him, but he's a great play. Sabonis, great play. I'm living right here, Marcus Morris range. Marcus Morris and Paul Millsap are catching my eye a lot. Marcus Morris is actually the player on the Celtics that sees the biggest usage bump. When it all is said and done, when you break it down, crunch numbers, Marcus Morris has the biggest bump, and it's a good matchup. The price is not too expensive. He should be playing around 30 minutes. He's just a good play. I don't know what to tell you. It's a fair play, good bet for 25 fantasy points. Paul Millsap, Man, they're real weird right now in Denver. I don't know what's up with it, but he's been playing real wishy-washy minutes. But anybody that's been playing DFS for a while knows that Paul Millsap is not a $5,000 player. He's really good. I don't want to call him an all-star because he's not, but he's real close to that. And he's just a good player on a good team in a good matchup, and this price doesn't really make sense. But neither does the minutes that he's been getting to play. So it's risky, but I am interested in considering it. I'm also considering James Johnson. I'm definitely considering him. The price is really cheap. And I'm considering just going all the way down to either Harry Giles or Zach Collins and just using that as my drop a score on FanDuel with the pricing. And the reason I'm going low there is because I am 100% trying to get Jokic into my lineup. Like, he's going to be the highest scorer of the day. I'm almost positive. If it's not Jokic in my lineup, it's going to be Okafor. I love Okafor. I love it. He's a good play. The only reason I'm not playing him is because I know Jokic is going to get a 50 burger. And I just like paying for the safety of that. With all this value, it's not hard to get him. So I'm looking at getting him in either Okafor or Jokic. Towns, he's a good tournament play, but not optimal in my opinion. Horford is a decent play. Willie Cauley-Stein's a really good play. And that's my player pool for center. I got 4 or 5 centers, but I'm mainly focusing on Okafor and Jokic. Alright, guys, that does it. I'm feeling pretty confident on tonight's slate. Clients, you know the deal. Lineups 30 minutes before lock. And good luck to everybody else.